newest gladiator in the arena for District 4, Britney Thornton.
My name is Britney Thornton. I hopefully have spoken to you tonight. If not, I would love to connect with you before we leave. I'm excited to announce that this is my kickoff to run for City Council, District 4. Yeah. So, Miss Angela gave a beautiful introduction, and I really hope that over the next 9 months that we get to know each other better, because there's so much more that encompasses any of us, right? Like, we're more than our credentials. We're people who have passions, who have hopes and dreams, and so you'll get to see more of that over the next 9 months. District 4, one of the things that we were going to show tonight was some data, and so it's a dynamic district. How many of you, by show of hands, actually live in District 4? So I'm going to count to 3, and I want you just to call out your neighborhood. I love neighborhood identities. So 1, 2, 3. So I heard Sellas or Orange Mound. I see some folks from Cooper Young. One thing that we all know is that this district has some well-established historic communities. We have Orange Mound, we have Glenview, we have Cooper Young, we have Roselle Annisdale. We have communities that have a lot of character and a lot for us to explore. So over the next 9 months, you're going to see a lot of cues for you to help us explore District 4. And I want you to join into those conversations. I've been thinking a lot. A lot of people ask, like, why are you running? And so for me, my why is entangled in coming back home. I see a lot of us that are middle-aged folks, young adults, and you hear this thing about being a reclaimed millennial, a reclaimed young adult, right? And so you think about, what does that look like to leave home and come back home? Well, I made that decision 5 years ago. Teach for America brought me back home, and when I came home, I was really, really, really disappointed to see the condition of Orange Mound. So I'm a native of Orange Mound. Just 2 bridges over is Cooper Young, and I did not see the things in Cooper Young, the things in Orange Mound that I saw in Cooper Young. And so I'm a licensed social worker, and so I was able to put on my critical lens to say, why would that happen, right? Why could development not just make 2 bridges over into the oldest African American community in the city of Memphis? And I honestly have not been able to clearly understand why that is the case, but I know that with the right advocate that can be different. And so I hope that you can share those equity goals with me, that everyone across this district deserves to have a seat at the table, even though we know that the voice of so many, we just don't even know who they are or where they are, and honestly, nobody's really trying to go find them. So I have a passion for people. I have a passion for the people who aren't even aware that they are missing out on opportunities, and this campaign, we're gonna go find them. So get really excited about that. One of the data points I really just wanna walk you through, and I'm gonna find this because we have to talk about this data point. So I'm gonna throw some numbers at you, and I just want you in your head just to start to visualize these numbers. And this is going to, once we get down to the end, really solidify the why behind why I want to be the servant leader for District 4. And so you ready? Y'all ready? Y'all looking kind of glazed over. Wake it up. All right, I see you, Jasmine. All right, the first, you always gotta have that friend. You invite that one friend. All right, when it's going down, come on, gas me. Okay, here we go. So the first number is 95,544, right? The next number is 69,356. So 95,544 persons live in this district. 69,356 are the amount that are 18 or older. All right, y'all ready? I see some, some analytical folks. One more time. 95,544. How many persons live in this district? 69,354 are 18 or older. So these are potential voters. All right. 48,291 are currently registered as of 2018. 48,291. 11,881 came out to vote in 2015. All right, 11,881. So we had 95,544, 69,356. Those are the folks that could have come out. 11,000 of them came out. 3,688 actually voted for our current councilperson in the general. And the runoff had 1,154 persons that actually elected our current councilperson. And so when you get down to that, on my PowerPoint, I have 1%, 1%, 1%. 1% actually was able to come out and make that decision for who is going to represent us. And so oftentimes when I go down to City Hall and I hear not just our current council person, but other council persons talk about constituents, I often wonder, who are those persons, right? My constituents say, right? I'm probably one of the most successful constituents that anyone will ever have, right? I'm seldom ever directly consulted. So you have to wonder, if I'm not consulted, if you don't even know who those persons are living in other communities, then when will they ever have voice? And so you can see the why behind why there's not only the reason for now, but a sense of urgency. And so I really hope that as you're tuning in on social media to this campaign, that you get a real sense of compassion that we have for people, not just going after, the folks that we know are going to vote, but actually reaching to those subgroups within this district for people who we know are just disengaged from the processes because no one has ever valued them. So hopefully you got a good dose of the why, because it's what keeps me going. The real icing on the cake for me was Kroger. It really was. I'm not going to lie to you. So we lost our primary food grocer, and woo, your girl was hot. So fiery hot. And it's interesting, fiery hot, not from a personal place, because I have the privilege to get into my car and I can go to other places, right? You tell me the hottest new spot in the city, Trader Joe's. I haven't been there, but I love it. Talking to my Germantown folks, and I'll be there, right? Because I have agency. But in our community, folks are relegated to this Save-A-Lot, right? And so I encourage you, really, as soon as you get out of here, just go find a reason to go down to Save-A-Lot today. You're already in proximity of the space, and go see why there's a sense of urgency for this. When you walk in, quality is clearly not on the level of the place that y'all looking fine. I'm sure y'all's primary food grocer. So who deserves quality? And interestingly enough, through the work with Juice, we were able to canvas and find out that people in this community, in Orange Mound, they say that they want a regular grocer or a regular grocer or an upscale grocer. So this idea that impoverished people only want low quality things is just a myth. And so we wouldn't have known that if we didn't have a value of people to go to people to realize that. And so I hope to have displayed the energies that are worthy of being someone that you support, worthy of someone that you will not only support personally, but also connect me to your folks. I have really cool friends, as you can see, and if you haven't met someone new, has anyone here met someone new tonight? Please. Okay, I want everybody to have your hands in the air, all right? Because y'all are really, I know who you are mostly, y'all are a really cool mix of folks. And so we have folks at varying levels of passion and influence. So before you leave, just find a reason. Oh, Britney said, that I need to meet someone. Who are you, right? That can be your, working in education, giving you your sentence stem. Go ahead and use that. Please mix and mingle. And as the campaign goes on, be sure to offer. I'm a first-generation college graduate, and I tell folks all the time, I have really connected friends and influential friends, and oftentimes I've expressed to Harvey even, I feel that I don't even know how to utilize my network, right? I'm really excited to see you guys. That means a lot. That means a lot, actually, because that means a lot. That's just, y'all, we just have a lot of work to do. So we only have 9 months to do it, and I would love to have your support. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you.